Good morning. So I've woken up to quite a lot to do today, actually, because we've got several other motions for continued sealing. We've also got quite a few exhibits as well, so I'm going to try and break them up so there's just multiple small videos rather than one big long one. This filing is Jonesworks' motion for continued sealing. So it's a short one, like most of them. Let's go into it. Okay. Right. Pursuant to Rule 4B of Attachment A to your Honour's individual rules and this Court's December 19th, 2025 order, Jonesworks respectfully moves to seal portions of certain exhibits filed in connection with the motions for summary judgment and spoliation sanctions, as well as any corresponding reference to those exhibits in the parties' briefing. Jonesworks specifically requests that the court seal the identities and images of non-parties, including of former or current employees and prospective or actual clients, as well as irrelevant discussion of Jonesworks' non-party clients and the services rendered thereto in the following exhibits. Okay. So there's a lot of exhibits here. Exhibits 18, 23, 34, 36, 37 to 40, 42 to 43, 45 to 46, 52, 55, 60, 70, and 83 to 84. Okay. So those exhibits are in Kristen Towler's declaration in support of Jonesworks' opposition to Jen Abel's motion for summary judgment. Exhibits 7 and 28, which are they're attached to Abel's declaration in support of motion for summary judgment. Exhibit C, which is attached to Fritz's declaration in support of Abel's motion for summary judgment. Then we've got exhibits 8, 18, 21, 27, 40, 41, and they're attached to Kristen Towler's declaration in support of its motion for spoliation sanctions. And exhibit 191, which is attached to Gottlieb's declaration in support of Blake Lively's opposition to the Wayfarer Party's motion for summary judgment. Okay. Jonesworks' proposed redactions are filed contemporaneously with this motion to seal and appear in yellow highlight. The parties have met and conferred, and the Wayfarer parties do not object to any of the Jonesworks redactions and have indicated they do not intend to file any opposition to Jonesworks' motion. Ms. Lively takes no position on the Jonesworks proposed redactions. Okay. So this is likely to be granted because Wayfarer have not objected, and Lively's like, I'm staying out of it. As this court has recognised, the privacy interests of innocent third parties should weigh heavily in a court's balancing equation regarding sealing. Sealing is justified where, as here, it would protect significant and substantial privacy interests such as the physical safety of litigants, witnesses, or third parties. The information Jonesworks requests remain sealed relates to the identification of non-party clients or employees or the services rendered thereto. The public's interest in the identities of these innocent third parties, as well as the irrelevant references to services rendered to non-party clients, is negligible and easily outweighed by privacy interests. These innocent third parties have strong privacy interests, and their specific identities or services provided to them have no bearing on the merits of the pending motion. The court should therefore keep sealed this third-party information as reflected in the accompanying exhibits. If Jonesworks' request is granted, it is prepared to file public versions of these documents with this information redacted, as well as public versions of its motion for spoliation sanctions and reply in support thereof, and opposition to Miss Abel's motion for summary judgment, and supporting papers with consistent redactions. So essentially what Jonesworks is looking to do, which Wayfarer is not opposing, Lively is, sitting this one out, is to refile public versions where just, personal identifying information of clients, employees, etc., is redacted. So I think this will be, that's kind of what's expected anyway. So I think this will be granted with no problem whatsoever. And this is, filing again. I agree with that. It's standard practice really to redact any personal identifying information anyway. So, if that's all that seems to be all that pretty much that Jonesworks is seeking to do. Okay. I'll move on to the next one in the next video. I think it's Family Hive. So we've got quite a few come down. A couple of them are Blake Lively's companies. There is one from Blake Lively as well. So I'll get through them in order, I think.